For your voice is sweet, and your face is lovely. Thus ends the lesson from the Hebrew Testament.
A reading from the first letter of Paul to the Corinthians. Be ambitious for the higher gifts, and I'm going to show you a way that is better than any of them. If I have all the eloquence of humans or of angels, but speak without love, I am simply a gong booming or a cymbal clashing. If I have the gift of prophecy, understanding all the mysteries there are, and knowing everything, and have faith in all its fullness to move mountains, but have not love, then I am nothing at all. If I give away all that I possess, piece by piece, and even if I let them take my body to burn it, but am without love, it will do me no good whatever. Love is always patient and kind. It is never jealous. Love is never boastful or conceited. It is never rude or selfish. It does not take offense and is not resentful. Love takes no pleasure in other people's errors, but delights in the truth. It is always ready to excuse, to trust, to hope, and to endure whatever comes. Love never fails.
It says in the book of Psalms, wine warms the heart and makes one happy. Therefore together you hold the cup of happiness. Together you hold the cup of joy. Together you hold the cup of hope. In happiness and joy and hope, we thank God for his blessing of love, which we celebrate today, formally consecrating the love of Renata and Nicholas for each other. May they always rejoice in their love, graced by delight through their mutual affection. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Praised art thou, Lord our God, King of the universe, Borei Peri Hagafen, the creator of the fruit of the vine. And we answer, Amen. Renata, would you take a sip, please? Nicholas, would you do the same? As you share the wine of this cup, so may you share all things from this day on with much love and with much understanding. Amen.
Are you, Nicholas, ready to enter into this covenant relationship, to accept the responsibilities of a husband, to be Renata's loving, faithful, and helpful husband, whether in days of success or adversity? And if so, please answer, I am.
I am.
Are you, Renata, ready to enter into this covenant relationship, to accept the responsibilities of a wife, to be Nicholas's loving, faithful, and helpful wife, whether in days of success or adversity? And if so, will you please answer, I am.
I am.
Addressing myself to the parents of the bride, who gives their blessing for Renata to be married to Nicholas?
We do.
And to the parents of the groom, who gives their blessing for Nicholas to be married to Renata?
We do.
As a further indication of your readiness to enter into this covenant relationship, with your hands joined and looking directly into each other's eyes, we ask that you repeat individually, please, the marriage vows.
I, Nicholas,
I, Nicholas,
promise you, Renata,
promise you, Renata,
to be your faithful husband,
to be your faithful husband,
and with God's blessing,
and with God's blessing,
to love you,
and
to work with you,
to work with you,
in establishing a life of love,
in establishing a life of love,
mutual dependency,
mutual dependency,
honesty,
honesty,
respect,
and
trust, as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
Amen.
Amen.
I, Renata, promise you, Nicholas,
I, Renata, promise you, Nicholas,
to be your faithful wife,
to be your faithful wife,
and with God's blessing,
and with God's blessing,
to love you, to work with you, in establishing a life of love,
in establishing a life of love,
mutual dependency, honesty, respect, and trust, as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
Amen.
Amen.
The wedding rings serve as symbols of the covenant you've just affirmed. They are the outward and visible signs of an inward and invisible love which binds your lives together. As the rings are of the finest of earth's materials, so your love is of the richest of spiritual values. As rings are without seam, having no beginning and no end, they symbolize the perfection of a love that cannot end.
Bless these rings, O God, that they may be the visible sign of the vows here made. that each who gives and each who wears one may ever be reminded of their promises, evermore living and growing in the spirit of your love. Amen.
Renata,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign
as a sign
of our covenant of marriage.
of our covenant, as a sign of our covenant of marriage.
Amen.
Amen.
Nicholas,
Nicholas,
I give you this ring
I give you this
as a
ring
sign
as a sign
of our covenant of marriage.
as a covenant of marriage.
Amen.
Amen.
Once again, holding the cup of happiness, the cup of joy, the cup of hope. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Blessed art thou, Lord our God, King of the universe. Shehecheyanu v'kimanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh, who has kept you in health and sustained you and brought you to this happy occasion. As you stand before friends and relatives and make the proclamation that you wish to become husband and wife for as long as you both shall live, and we all say, Amen. Renata, would you take a sip, please? Nicholas, would you do the same? Inasmuch as Renata and Nicholas have now shared with one another the covenant to live together in marriage and have exchanged rings as symbols of that covenant, we now declare that having come to the altar as bride and groom, they will leave as husband and wife. May God add his blessing to all those which them by their friends and families. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May the Lord bless you and keep you.
Ya'ir Adonai pono v'lecha
May
v'chuneka.
look upon you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai pono v'lecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May his face shine upon you and may he grant you his peace. Amen.
Renata and Nicholas, you know that in every wedding in which at least one of the partners is of the Hebrew faith, before we let you kiss as husband and wife, we ask that you break a piece of glass.